Hello, hello.
Hello.
In the spirit of M. Night, we have a little twist of our own. We're bringing on an additional Wyatt Peake. Come on in.
One is never enough, baby.
There he is.
Woo! Cue
Yeah.
the music.
There he is.
Okay.
Cue the clapping.
For real.
Scooch on in.
Hi.
Welcome,
Yes.
everybody, to the GDP Shyamalan-a-thon.
A night with M. Night.
Longtime viewers of the channel have been around for many, at this point, I think 4
Movie
marathons
marathons
that we've done. And this is one that we've been talking about for quite some time.
Me and Wyatt, original Wyatt, we're gonna have to differentiate you guys somehow.
Don't like the original Wyatt of it all.
of the channel. Channel Wyatt and I are
I approve.
typically M. Night haters.
Yes.
We've seen some of his movies, but tend to not like them very much.
In the spirit of debate, they
Yes.
brought me on,
Yeah.
a Shyamalan defender.
The worst kind of person.
What we're going to be doing is spending an entire night watching M. Night movies chronologically.
The one thing I want to say, I heard it described once that he is like cilantro for people. So some people, he's not your flavor. Other times, he's just that delicious topping on your pollo asado
Wait,
taco.
I get what you're saying. It's almost like listening to the way he writes dialogue is like a piece of cilantro got in front of a typewriter. I think
Sure,
that's what
yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
okay.
that makes-
Funny enough, I have that gene that makes it taste like soap, so I hate cilantro.
I waffle back and forth. It's
I like
weird.
it.
It is 5:33. We're going to be going through the night into the morning watching M. Night movies chronologically. We're going to be tier listing them. In between, we'll come in here and tell you guys what we like, what we don't like, and then the final ranking of the movie.
It's going to be a night of twists,
Twists and
surprises,
turns.
turns, all of that, arguments, love, kissing, maybe,
Hey.
each other.
We're going to get started with The Sixth Sense. Before we do that, I'm going to be that annoying asshole and tell you to buy our merch. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, guiltydogs.com, shirts, hoodies, stickers, hats. Go buy them. The twist is you're going to give us your money for things that we will send you in the mail.
Oh, okay.
The twist
Yeah, yeah,
is
yeah.
we're still in the red.
So buy
So
some,
come
please.
buy some.
Enjoy the video. We'll see you guys after that movie. We're back. It is 7:33 and we just finished The Sixth Sense.
So The Sixth Sense, according to IMDb, after being shot by a resentful former patient whom he failed to help, a Philadelphia child psychologist seeks redemption by treating a young boy with a disturbing secret.
You want to tell them the secret? If you haven't seen it yet, sorry.
I think it goes without saying that all the movies we're going to be talking about throughout this thing, spoiler alert for all of them.
Spoiler alert on the spoilers. Once the movie gets spoiled, there's kind of like a thing with M. Night Shyamalan. There's a twist for every fucking movie he's ever done.
Especially too with The Sixth Sense. Everyone's seen it. We all know the twist that
right.
the kid is seeing dead people. The therapist has been dead the entire movie.
I see people. They don't know they're dead.
What?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't get that.
Yeah, it's just clicking
They didn't
now.
make it clear.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked it.
Yeah,
it
it
was
holds
really
up,
good.
man.
I really try to watch that movie like I don't know the twist.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah,
you know, you have to like suspend your
impossible
disbelief.
to.
I mean, like, yes, it's always in the back of your mind. If you
Yeah,
really try
yeah,
to push it out of there, it's all there. It
Oh, it's 'cause you're
fucking
good at
works.
compartmentalizing your emotions.
Who wants to start? What do you like? If you didn't like anything,
Shall we give guest honors?
yeah. You want to start?
Performances across the
kill
board.
it.
Everyone's so fucking
Come on,
good.
it's perfect.
Yeah.
It holds up.
It is the movie that put M. Night on the map for a reason.
Right.
It's really good.
Yeah.
All the actors are great. Haley Joel Osment's really good. And I think that says a lot because usually for me, child actors kind of take me out of movies
Yeah,
because
but
they're
he
not
put
good
you in
actors
it.
because there's
No,
kids.
yeah.
But he's great.
I don't think there's ever been a better one than him.
For me, something that really stood out, I even forgot this scene was in The Sixth Sense, but the scene with Munchausen by proxy.
Yeah, completely forgot about
When
that.
Cole
Sear.
Cole
Isn't that
Sear.
fun?
From Sears? That kid's loaded then.
I think it was really cool going to the funeral and then the reveal that the mom's been poisoning her daughter and that's why she
Kira.
died, Kira. And the youngest daughter's now sick too. So he
Yeah,
actually ends
right.
up saving the youngest daughter
Yeah.
by going there. It's really cool.
I also didn't remember all that. I was watching it and I was like, how does the movie actually end? Like,
Yeah,
what's the
yeah.
resolution?
Right.
And he becomes like a little Ghostbuster. He
Yeah,
really
he
is.
does,
He
yeah.
helps them transition into the world or whatever.
I mean, it definitely holds up. It is the thing that everyone references as to why M. Night is a good director. It's like the Kanye's college dropout of his, filmography.
Yeah,
It's
I get
the
what
thing
you mean.
that everyone
Yeah.
references, but he made College Dropout.
He just gets to make any movie he wants because he made the fucking Sixth Sense. Like, he made a classic all-time movie.
It's shot very well.
Framing is great too.
Couple wonky scene-to-scene pacing things that I
Sure.
can get very nitpicky about, but all in all, especially given the movies that we've covered on our movie marathon series,
This stands above a
it was
lot of them.
crazy to
Yes.
just sit down and not have anything in my notes. When we did our fucking Steven Seagal marathon, I had a running
Yes.
huge list of what the fuck was this? Just me yelling.
Couple things you didn't like about those movies?
Earthquake in midair.
But regardless, I think, it is the twist, right? It started this kind of fascination, I think, in like modern cinema with the twist.
Yeah.
There are obviously ones before it, but like it's a good one.
Yes.
Like
I-
it is. I
think-
wish I didn't know the twist
That's
beforehand.
what I was gonna say. Because it's such a like cultural phenomenon, everyone knows I see dead people. Everyone knows Bruce Willis's character is dead.
I don't think there's a single person that can watch this movie not knowing
Yeah,
it.
blind.
All of us watched it the first time.
Yes.
I don't know when you guys watched it the first time, but like we all knew. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
Right.
imagine how
How good it
wild
would, it would have been
it
if you
would
didn't
be.
know.
Can I tell
going
you
in.
something crazy? This was my first time watching this movie.
Are you fucking
kidding me?
I'm not
Okay.
kidding. I think what happened
Wow,
was
I didn't know that.
You know how like when you have a memory, you're not actually remembering the thing, you're
Yeah.
remembering the last time you remembered it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I think somewhere along the line, I just have convinced myself that I already saw it because I knew it.
By
I
cultural
think
osmosis.
literally I got it spoiled and I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna watch this.
I also really loved how Bruce Willis, the dead husband, was getting like cucked the entire
24/7.
I love that. Throughout the movie, he doesn't know he's dead, so he just thinks his wife is like slowly cheating on him.
Yeah. But like, what makes it sad is that she's not.
She's mourning
she's
him.
Moving.
Yeah.
She's learning to move on. The first time you watch it, you're like, yeah, haha,
Right.
cheese dick, and then you're like,
Oh,
that's
kinda
sad. The funny thing is, I didn't even think about this at the time, but like, damn, like, you really talk to your wife that little. I know
Yeah.
there's a
How
rough
do you
patch
not-
thing.
yeah.
Like, I get being
But
in a rough
barely
patch, but
talking
like,
to her.
you haven't had a conversation with her in a year.
Also, too, I feel like Bruce Willis' character whispered the entire movie.
Yeah.
Like great,
He's
still great
he's
in it,
one
but
of
I was
Hollywood's
like,
great whisperers.
so we're gonna put him on a tier list.
Okay.
I think I can comfortably put it in S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think that's an easy one for now. It's his best movie, critically and audience score, I'm sure.
probably his best movie.
Yeah.
Like,
so
no,
it's
yeah.
easy S to
It's just
start.
not my favorite of his, but it is just like the best constructed movie he
For
made.
sure.
Yeah.
I have seen a lot of the modern ones. It would not surprise me that this is his best movie.
Yeah,
Yes,
for you
yes.
guys in like 20 minutes, for us in
7
7
hours,
7, 8
yeah.
hours.
So all S across the board.
Yeah, it's S across the board.
The one thing I will say before we go in, obviously, huge critical success, nominated for 6 Oscars. As his career goes on,
Here comes
he
the
starts.
justification
well,
train.
it's
Here it comes.
just
I can already
context.
fucking
It's
choo
context.
choo. It's rolling into the station.
He starts to figure out his formula, and I think does a really good job. After this,
Playing
he
it
does,
to death. Yeah, he does
Well, yeah,
a really good
eventually,
job at that,
yeah. He figures out what works for him and then what audiences want from him. And then again, obviously, things will go downhill, and then we'll get to that.
Anyway, Signs is next.
We're watching Signs. We'll see you after we watch Signs.
Bye.
What's up, guys? It is 9:35, and we just finished
Jesus
Signs. We're 2 movies down, and boy, does it feel like it's been a lot longer.
You telling me the time is really sobering.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really kind of a bummer. And we're also wearing these so you don't
Yeah,
see
yeah.
our
Oh,
secret
yeah.
thoughts.
This is my secret thought right now. Signs, baby. It is 2002. A widowed former reverend, played by Mel Gibson. He's Hollywood's reverend. I believe that's what people call him.
Yeah, whatever happened to him?
He's one of Hollywood's ambassadors. But we're not going to get political.
I would absolutely love to have him representing my group.
Yes,
Honestly,
yeah, right.
he needs to come back in a major way.
Yeah, definitely. He's a shoo-in for a comeback.
You look like a on heat, and if you get raped by a Your fault.
Living with his children and brother on a Pennsylvania farm, finds mysterious crop circles in their fields, which suggests something more frightening to come. And let me just spoil a little bit. It's not very frightening.
Yeah, it's not. This one was kind of hard for me. I honestly couldn't tell if it was intentionally playing for laughs.
Thank you.
At a lot
Some
of
of
the
them.
points. The dialogue here, at least for me, you start to see the stiffness a little.
yeah.
But it's so egregious at some points. I'm like, is this supposed to be a gag? Because honestly, everyone is whisper talking. They all have the same like cadence and inflection in how they talk, which
Right.
is also bizarre.
You kind of start to see him shift into the M. Night that we are very accustomed to.
Familiar.
The cilantro from
Right,
which
the
I speak.
cilantro,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
I felt like the movie was happening in the next room over. Most of the movie was either happening off screen, or we were talking about things that were happening, or we were watching it on TV,
Been watching these reports since morning. I have seen 12 soda commercials so far.
or we were listening to it on a radio. It felt like
Well,
the
but
plot
but
was
that's-
happening outside, and we were sitting inside a house while not really being involved.
But the movie's about people that have no control over an alien invasion. I think it's interesting to have like people who have experienced a real life thing. His wife is killed in a completely meaningless accident, and he has a crisis of faith. He's got 2 kids, both differing versions of weird, and a dumb brother, and he's just trying to keep his fucking thing together. And
Right,
then
and
this
then there are aliens.
Exactly.
Some things I did like in a way that like I think they're funny lines. I loved Mel Gibson and Joaquin Phoenix. Basically, they see what they think is like one of the neighborhood kids on the roof, and they have this whole discussion of like, we got to go out there and act crazy.
We act crazy, insane with anger, make them crap in their pants, force them around till we meet up on the other side.
And he's like, well, how do I act crazy?
Explain that crazy.
You know, curse and stuff.
Want me to curse?
You don't mean it. It's just for show.
I don't know, swear and stuff. I don't like to curse.
It wouldn't be believable coming from my voice.
I'm insane with anger! We're gonna beat your ass, bitch!
You just saw a person on your barn roof.
But he's a priest.
He does.
doesn't
well, he's
swear.
not anymore.
Well, okay,
But-
fair
he
enough.
would have gotten mad
Yes,
at
he
me.
would have
You
gotten
say
very
that.
mad at me.
But also, he kind of just talks like this the entire time.
Correct.
His wife's dead.
His wife is dead, and now there's no emotion in the world. One of the things I like, Mel Gibson runs outside just screaming nonsense, and that's very funny.
I'm losing my mind! I've heard ass whooping! You are provocatively dressed all the time with your fake boobs.
I'm overcome with anger.
Yeah, I'm acting crazy.
Great. I do love
That's
that.
funny as hell.
When Joaquin's character went to the army recruiter and he's like flexing being a good high school baseball player
Yeah.
and breaking records.
Shit, I know you. You're Merrill Hess. I was there the day you hit that 507-footer over the left field wall. You've got 2 minor league home run records, don't you?
5.
And then the army recruiter's like, wait, I know you. Why aren't you in the pros with loads of money and getting your toes licked by hot models?
Why aren't you in the pros making stacks of cash and getting your toes licked by beautiful women?
And no one blinks an eye. So
No.
that's why I'm like, this has to be for laughs, or I don't understand why that was the dialogue that was chosen.
That totally goes to show. For me, a lot of the movie was kind of a bit of a crisis of
Faith?
whoa. No, even worse, a crisis of genre. I couldn't tell if we wanted to be scared or we wanted to laugh or we wanted to be
I had that
action.
issue
But
with
could
that
we have
too.
multiple
We can
things?
have
We
both,
can.
but-
There are times where an entire movie is defined by its seamless mixing of genre, right? In this example, a lot of it feels like a weird tonal shift that feels like Whiplash.
Also, when Joaquin Phoenix is watching the news, they have footage of an alien in Mexico at a children's birthday party.
that was funny.
He's watching the TV, staring at it like very intensely, and then the kids are like piling up,
In
trying
frame.
to see what's happening outside, and he says,
Move, children. Vamonos.
"Move, children, vamonos." Like, and
That's
th-
good.
just-
Vamonos. That's
Vamonos,
M. Night,
like as
baby.
if they could hear him.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I'm not a crazy person, despite all our hats.
No.
I understand.
I'm not crazy.
Yeah. I don't disagree with a lot of the
Yeah.
complaints or criticisms. It's just like I was trying to say through tears while you guys were trashing the movie while we were watching it. But just like sometimes you just get in the wavelength of the movie. It's either for you or it's not. And like, also, we're gonna get some way worse shit, so you guys don't know how good you have
absolutely.
it right now.
I also think too, like, I agree that you can watch a movie and not expect it to like be incredible the entire
Nothing
time
needs
and
to be
just
perfect.
enjoy it for what it is. But it is not a great movie.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
For me,
I did have fun watching it, but like objectively, I think it's a fun, like, what we just did, watch with friends and kind of make fun of and have fun with it.
I guess maybe this is just going to be an interesting thing because like I just don't find I brush up against it as much as maybe you do. Like I just find it that I'm like, yeah, that's it. The scene in the basement,
The breathing.
the breathing thing. I think like you guys were making jokes about it, but I'm like, I think that's like, it's a tender moment between this father who is maybe about to lose another family member, ushering the kid through an asthma attack.
Yeah, or maybe
Don't laugh at me
they're
like-
falling in love
That's
down
what I'm
there.
saying.
The son has asthma. They forget his inhaler. He's in the basement and has an asthma attack after being attacked by an alien.
You know, like in every movie.
Yeah, like in every movie. Mel Gibson's like comforting him, and he's sitting in his lap as they're like breathing together. And me and Wyatt just started making jokes because it looks sexual.
You guys know us.
And
We
also,
can't help
it lasts
ourselves.
for a very long time.
Or maybe they're making you sit in something and experience it.
Some hot
Imagine
Something boring.
Imagine it's not boring. Why is it boring?
What about if this happens though?
Uh-oh.
He has just been grazed by the arm of an alien. They are busting in through a coal shaft. And I was like, oh my God, these aliens are about to fuck their shit up, right? They put a couple sacks of flour in front of the thing. And then this problem happens. And the aliens are gone. And then we jump to a flashback. So it's like 10 minutes of the movie is happening while the main problem of the entire movie was just kind of like put on hold. So for instance, what would happen if he has an asthma attack, fucking alien finds another way into the basement. They now don't have any light source. He's having an asthma attack. All of this is happening in concert as a problem. It felt like a momentum shift. It took me out of it.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fair. That's fine.
We might want to give our ratings. And then Natalie is
Uh-oh.
here,
Surprise,
my
surprise.
fiance. She watched this movie with us, so we were going to bring her in and get her
She's
rating.
going to break in through the coal
Yes,
shaft.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this solely, I think, because I just had fun watching it, a B.
I was gonna do a B.
I think
I
a
was
B.
gonna.
Wow.
I was gonna give it a B.
I'm
yeah.
gonna give it a B also, which is interesting.
That is
that we are
interesting, guys.
critical.
Look, we almost started a podcast because of how bad an M. Night Shyamalan movie
Which
was.
we are
How
watching later.
good.
So essentially, like, it's hard for me to not have that in the back of my mind. So given what we are about to put ourselves through,
Yeah.
I liked it.
It's a fun, bad movie. Let's
And
give
the
it a B.
CG is batshit. And the last fucking scene where he fights an alien with a bat is laughable.
I don't think the resolution's great. That it's
Yeah.
just water, but
It's
what are you
fine.
gonna
I'm going to bring in Nat.
Please, everybody, welcome Nat.
do? Your secret thoughts.
I'm going to say my takeaway is Budget War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
Thank you. But combined with every ad for Jesus you've ever seen. And that was the movie.
He does go
The
back to
whole
God at the
time.
end of
Yeah.
it. Sorry to spoil it.
You don't think he could, but like it gets there.
What letter would you give it?
I would say I would give it like a bean fart.
Oh wow, so that's awful.
Yeah. I would say it
Okay.
was.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
that's a
Okay.
bummer.
So
Nat,
we'll
we were
pencil
friends.
in a bean fart into the tier list. Thank you, Natalie. We really appreciate you.
Next, we're taking a trip to the village.
Bye.
We just finished The Village. It is 11:49.
And don't freak out. I know we're in the forbidden color, but
Yes.
it's just what's got to happen, because we fight for our ideals.
I never really understood the conservative Republican movement to go back in time until watching The Village. Now I'm on your
Now
side.
it makes sense.
Just a quick little summary. A series of events test the beliefs of a small, isolated countryside village. That's the entire blurb. It was fine.
We're all on the
It was a
same
good
page on
movie.
this one.
Very basically a
A
good
lot of
movie.
good actors. Adrian Brody. He goes a little heavy-handed.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
want to quote Tropic Thunder, and I won't. But those of you IYKYK,
He goes a little simple Jack.
Simple Jack energy for sure.
That being said, I mean, like, it's another example of a Shyamalan movie that is kind of like held up by pretty solid performances across the board.
And a great concept.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is for me my biggest issue with M. Night is the concepts are usually cool.
Yeah.
Right.
But then it feels like it's a really slow, dry burn,
Slow burn.
until the
Sure.
very end.
Sure.
I
can't-
will
I
say,
can't argue that
again,
at all.
Yeah.
all of us knew the twist
Yeah.
before we came in. So we were consistently talking
Yeah.
throughout the entire thing about like what it was like for the first time we watched.
The twist in this movie is it's an old Victorian village and there's these outside monsters that attack. There's rules to prevent that. But basically, all of the village elders are keeping all the villagers there.
It's a sham.
It's a sham and illusion. They live in modern times.
And Taco Bell exists in this world.
In our image of it. But
Yes.
what I think is cool is, like I said when we were watching it, like you find out that the village elders are the monsters before like the twist that you find out that it's modern day. So the audience who's watching it for the first time that doesn't
Right.
know
Yeah.
thinks that the twist has been given away. So you're like, where the fuck is it going? And then another like 20 minutes go by and you're just in that, holy shit, what is the rest of the movie?
Bryce Dallas Howard, a blind woman they send in the woods to get medicine,
Which is such a good plan.
and then is on like a modern road and picked up by a park ranger. The whole village is in like a nature
Wildlife
preservation.
sanctuary, yeah.
One of the elders paid for because they're a billionaire.
They're a
Anyway,
billionaire,
all
yeah.
of them got like pissed at modern society and just fucked off and joined
Yeah.
the cult.
You know what?
That's
I don't
okay.
know. Why not?
Whatever.
Yeah.
But the entire movie, it felt to me a lot just like a PBJ.
I wouldn't know. I'm allergic.
It was good, doesn't do anything special. And I think the fact that it was in like some weird kind of Victorian English or whatever, it made me not be pissed about his dialogue.
I was just playing a game with Noah. The rascal must have gone to hide in my house again. Houses are against the rules. He knows that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already got a weird
You know?
patina.
Yeah,
exactly. So it
exactly.
kind of covered a little bit of his normal flair.
I was much more, aside from a few scenes like Bryce Dallas Howard in the woods with the monster chasing her, and then Adrian Brody stabbing Joaquin Phoenix. That scene was
Yeah.
really well done.
Two
and
very
cool.
electric scenes.
Yeah, they were pretty well
But
done.
a lot of
well
the
shot.
in between for me was so
boring.
slow.
Yeah.
Just people talking again.
I'm not here for a Shyamalan love story. That's not his forte for sure. Because in between is the weird vibes of this. I've always said, as Northeastern boys, the Northeast is a terrifying place.
It's spooky
It's
up there.
old, it's spooky, and it's fucking cool. It's like this and The Witch have a similar vibe. But like, guys, we were talking about it the whole time. You guys are dressed like them. That fucking monster.
Really well designed.
Sick looking,
Yeah,
dude.
it's
So
really well
So
done.
cool.
Costume design was awesome.
I think we
So
all
cool.
sort of commented while watching on the sets and stuff, kind of looking a bit not
Playhousey.
cheap.
Well,
but
it feels like
yeah.
Playhouse Theater. It feels like one of those places you'd go for a field trip in elementary school, but during October.
It looked like a lot
It's
of people's
cold.
backyards.
Yes, I thought it was pretty good. Like
It was
liked
fine.
I still like
I think
it.
for me, I feel like this drops below Signs for me
Oh.
into C. I think maybe mine's a little skewed because I knew the twist the whole time, and
Yeah.
that takes a lot of the interest out of
Yeah,
the movie.
right. It's not a Sixth Sense in that way where you can't like look past it. The twist kind of informs the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yes. Where Sixth Sense was just really good and Signs was like fun bad. This to me is just kind of like boring mid.
It was boring mid. At least for me, it was tonally consistent. Dialogue that didn't make me want to claw my eyes out because I feel like people don't talk like this. And
You're gonna have to get past it maybe at some
no,
point. No,
I'm
I guess
dug
you're just not.
deep
Yeah.
into it, and there's no coming out of it for me. It at least was consistent. It was pretty tense at times. I actually liked this more than Signs.
Yeah. We were just more engaged.
Yeah, but that's the issue because, like, honest to God, this makes me want to drop Signs down even more. So, like, it made me not want to claw my eyes out. At least the people acted in their own specific way.
But the twist still fucking works. Like it's set up and the reveal of the actual twist that it's modern day like plays.
That
I think
is
pretty
cool.
well.
I do wish there
And
are
it's-
just some things like that. I just wish, you know, maybe it is a fucking horrifying, scary
Yeah.
Quillbor, like weird, illithid type fucking Lovecraftian creature
Sure,
that has
yeah.
a hold on this town. Sometimes I want to live in that world.
Yeah, right. I know
and
what
then
you mean.
sometimes
I-
it's just
I
like, oh,
agree.
it was a puppet. Isn't satisfying, which is why I did
No.
like the second tier of the twist.
Sure. There are times where, like, in a horror movie, where, like, I wish it was crazier.
Right.
When you find out the reason behind it, there
Right.
are times, even if it's done well, that it's a little bit like, I wish it was a bit more interesting or
a
whatever.
bit more out of the box than just like.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
I'm ready. What do you
So
got?
I'm still
Nick?
C.
You're a C?
I'm giving it a B.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a B above Signs.
He's maintaining his edge, and the next movie he makes is Lady in the
I feel
Water.
like we're
and that's
about
like,
to experience
boom,
a sharp
and then,
drop off. What's next, boys?
Next is The Happening.
Uh-oh.
What a movie.
Oh.
It's like, what is even happening right now? Oh, shit.
Calculus.
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 So we just finished watching The Happening.
It is 1:36.
So we just finished watching The Happening.
It is 1:36 in the morning.
So we just finished watching The
and
Happening.
guess what? I'm happening to be thinking about killing myself. It broke my fucking brain.
I
Tell
didn't
us.
care for it.
What?
I
think we finally broke Wyatt.
Yeah. All it took was Zooey Deschanel and Mark Wahlberg. Not my favorite actors in the world.
Do you have the summary?
The Happening, 2008. A science teacher, his wife, and a young girl struggle to survive a plague that causes those infected to commit suicide.
I think I was infected.
I think I'm infected right now.
Compared to the last movie,
Yes.
where I didn't even know what we were going to possibly talk about, I have a running list of insane shit that we just have to talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
First off, my favorite thing in the entire
Please.
movie, guys.
Yeah.
There's so-
Positive thing is the use of a mood ring being a central thing in the movie. Guys.
It looks so
Mark
cheap.
Wahlberg wearing a mood ring and being serious about it,
so
like wearing
big.
it like it's a real piece of jewelry.
It's a
the entire time.
gigantic, constant motif.
Distraction.
Yeah. Motif, distraction, big in general. My favorite thing, I think, is still the plant guy going,
We're packing hot dogs for the road. You know, hot dogs get a bad rap. They got a cool shape. They got protein.
hot dogs. It's a cool shape.
Cool. It's a cool shape.
It's a cool shape. It looks like a dick, dude. Yeah, what are you talking about?
You like hot dogs, right?
Zooey Deschanel, you could tell from the first scene, this is pre-New Girl, her first fucking line, she looks like the millennial cringe 2008 mustache tattoo on the finger Avatar. Not to spoil the next movie.
Right.
Her first fucking line is, they're killing themselves.
It makes you kill yourself. Just when you thought there couldn't be any more evil that could be invented.
So excited that Taylor Swift gets to be small girl with Travis Kelce because he is large boy.
She won't close her eyelids
There's
either.
so much.
There's so much. It's so hard
many
to pick.
people killing themselves.
The big guy says, no, man. Mine says, welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day.
They with the rat pack. Hit them with the chopper, that's the rat trap. Find them in that trash bag off the interstate. House full of gangsta niggas never renovate.
Just when you thought there couldn't be any more evil that could be invented.
Some of that's pretty comedically fucking hilarious, watching people literally walk off a construction site just smashing into the ground.
But like, what's crazy is you realize like Shyamalan is not a violence guy.
No, and he leaned into it so hard.
And like, what's crazy is like, you know, a teenager gets his head blown off by a shotgun, and you're just like, what's happening?
Yeah, also the incredible lack of urgency from the entire cast is the funniest shit in the world.
A random woman shows Mark Wahlberg a man whose arms are being ripped off by lions in a zoo.
Like,
and
oh my God,
everyone's
my
just
cousin
like,
sent me this.
Yeah, it's like they're watching a video of a guy that ran a red light. There's no like horror.
No, this lady pulled up Live Leak in
hurt.
a diner,
Yeah.
showing it to a stranger. They constantly have this through point of like, Americans can only imagine that terrorists are doing this.
Right.
So this
It was
lady
that
says,
era.
oh my God, what kind of terrorists are these?
Yeah.
Mother of God, what kind of terrorists are these?
It's just not a very good movie.
What?
Guys,
Come on.
It's just
I
not
wouldn't
very
say
good.
that. I wouldn't say
happen to have enjoyed this movie.
It's fun.
It was
Yes.
the most fun
It's
I've had
so
so
bad.
far. Guys, this is the kind of movie where you drink and laugh at
Yeah,
it
we
to
drank
stay
Celsius
awake.
and it's 1 in the fucking morning now.
It hits you over the head with it, but the point of the movie is it's supposed to represent like global warming and how like the Earth is fighting back.
But it's also like at the movie's own admission, like I don't know what
Dude,
caused
scientists
it.
literally,
fuck you,
like,
dude.
It flashes forward 3 months after they survive, and they're interviewing a scientist. And you would think, being a man of science, that they'd be like, "This is what happened," or "We're researching this because we think this happened." He's like,
To be perfectly honest, this was an act of nature, and we'll never fully understand it.
It was just an act of nature.
Act of nature.
And sometimes nature does things, and we stop at that because we're scientists and we don't fucking care.
And it ties back to the first scene where Mark is like introduced and he's like being a science teacher.
Take an interest in science. What could be a reason the bees have vanished?
An act of nature, and we'll never fully understand it.
Nice answer, Jake.
And one of the kids is like, well, sometimes we'll never know. And he's like, that's what being a scientist is all about.
Just giving up.
And science will come up with some reason to put in the books. But in the end, it'll be just a theory.
Scientists will create some hypothesis, right?
You never
but it's
know.
really just a theory. I want to talk about the fucking chemistry that Zooey Deschanel and Mark Wahlberg have.
So much.
none.
Zilch.
Yeah.
They happen to be cast in a movie.
Yeah.
Zooey Deschanel's character, they're married, obviously, is cheating on Mark Wahlberg, essentially.
she
got
lies.
dinner with a guy named Joey.
So many J names.
So many
Almost
J
the
names.
whole
Everybody has a
cast
J
is
name.
a J
I don't know
name.
what Shyamalan was on. He's like, I'm going to do a thing. Just let
Also,
me.
was he in the movie at all?
He's Joey. I looked up on
He's
IMDb.
Joey. Of
He's
course,
Joey,
he's
of course.
In this integral moment where Zoe tells Mark that she's cheated on him, essentially. She got dinner with this other man and she just says it really fast and is like, I just don't want to die with this on my conscience.
What's wrong?
Okay, I was gonna tell you, okay? There was this guy, Joey. His name is Joey. He's at work. We went out and we had dessert. I went out and I had dessert with him when I told you I worked late, and I didn't work late. And I'm feeling really guilty in case we're gonna die. I just wanted you to know that.
He says, you lied to me? Sorry, you lied to me? Then he walks out of frame,
And it's cut.
and we
That's
cut
the
to
end.
the next.
And then
fucking-
it's resolved. Or there's one other point where Mark says like,
says some
I
catty
went
line.
to as kind of like a jab. He's like,
If we're gonna die, I want you to know something. I was in a pharmacy a while ago. There was a really good-looking pharmacist behind the counter. Really good-looking. I went up and I asked her where the cough syrup was. I didn't even have a cough.
I went to the pharmacy and there was a hot pharmacist and I got cough syrup when I didn't even have a cold.
I didn't even.
And she looks at him so hurt, like, really? And then Mark's kind of slightly like, no.
Are you joking?
And it's so hard to not see Mark Wahlberg when he says any of his lines.
Because he's doing the whole like, I didn't even need the cough syrup.
What are you talking about? He's like, oh no? Is it the toxin?
No.
I don't know.
The toxin?
Why was every other frame just this close?
The toxin?
Careful observation measurement. That's what I'm trying to do.
It was this close the entire time anyone was talking.
I mean, Shyamalan really, like, to bring it into, like, the whole thing, was just so clearly high on his own supply at this point. He had some good movies there, and then all of a sudden it was Lady in the Water, and then this, and, like, he just fucked off.
I loved all the deaths. They were very funny.
They're nuts.
Someone died in a lawnmower. 2 kids get shot with shotguns outside the
Yes.
house, which is insane.
The prop house scene
Yeah.
was so funny too. He literally walks
Takes
into a house and like
don't-
spots a plant in the
like,
corner. He's like, oh fuck, nobody fucking move.
No.
Just going to talk in a very positive manner. Giving off good vibes. We're just here to use the bathroom.
I'm so sorry. I'm just
hey,
gonna
it's me,
walk up
Marky
to you,
Mark.
positive vibes,
I
look
was
at
in the
my
department.
mood ring. It's blue because I'm horny. And then he finds out it's a fake plant and he's like, I'm talking to a fake plant right now. I'm still doing it.
Talking to a plastic plant. I'm still doing
How it's framed, do you think he's gonna fuck the plant?
Can I bring it back real quick to the mood
Bring
ring?
it back. It always goes there anyway.
The one time the fucking mood ring changes color, the entire time,
It's
shit's
blue.
going
It's
nuts.
blue.
It's blue. The one time it changes, it's yellow. And we find out that purple means horny.
Then we checked the little paper chart, and it turned out that purple meant I was horny. You love that.
Blue means peaceful.
Yours was
Today, Junior?
blue. peaceful, right?
He's been peaceful this whole time.
There's no urgency. He doesn't care.
The one time it's yellow, and they're like, maybe it's love.
What color was love?
I don't remember.
Me neither.
They don't explain what that color means.
Right. Doesn't
He's just
matter.
like, I don't need to tell you what it means. Fuck you guys. I made my money back.
Yeah.
Night. Nah,
That movie's horrible.
not your best
but
one.
Last thing. So Mark and his Zoe Deschanel are separated, and then he's like, if I'm gonna die, I want to die with you. And he walks out of the safety of the house. Zoe Deschanel just takes the child they're like trying to save out with her. So it's like, so you're just choosing to kill this kid with you guys.
But then nothing happens.
Then and then it flashes forward, and they
3 months.
Yeah, just right out of there.
And it just stopped. And then they have adopted this kid. They just took the kid.
Yeah, their dad's Mark's friend. He dies immediately. He drives to go try to find his wife. We can talk literally forever. This movie's fucking horrible.
Dog shit.
Throw that shit in F,
We
dog.
jumped
Throw
off
it
the
in F.
cliff. I knew it was going to be a steep decline.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was going to be a 90-degree
Yeah.
angle.
Yeah.
We
F.
have fallen into the depths.
It's an F, man. I'm
F,
sorry.
F,
It's
yeah.
a blast of an F.
I would put it in H for happening.
If you go in knowing this is going to be the dumbest fucking thing you've ever watched, it's a good time.
Nick and I were joking. I don't know. We might put it in S.
And that's when my brain broke, and I was like, I don't fucking understand you guys.
Like, The Village was just not good enough to be good and not bad enough to be fun.
But this is
This
horrible.
was horrible and a ride.
F's across the board.
What do we got next?
Next, guys, it might be one of the most critically worst received movies I've ever heard. It's The Last Airbender. It's the Avatar live action
I think this
movie.
is going to finally send me into the Avatar state.
So happening at 17%, this has 5% on Rotten Tomatoes. So we'll see you guys after that. And we won't be catatonic, and we definitely won't want to happen ourselves.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys then. So good. Guys, it is 3:37 a.m. We just finished watching.
A-M.
My name is Ang.
We just finished the Last Airbender. Do I really need to read the summary?
Yes.
Ang, a young successor to a long line of avatars, must master all 4 elements and stop the Fire Nation from enslaving the Water Tribes and the Earth Kingdom. So,
First of all, doesn't master
no.
anyone other
Guys,
than air that he already knows.
If we touched on all that was bad in this movie, we'd be here for an hour.
We would be here for an hour because it was 2 hours to watch the goddamn thing.
It felt like 4. It was an hour 43.
Crazy.
It felt like Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yes, it was so fucking long.
And genuinely, I thought going from The Happening to this would be kind of like a fun. It's a world we know.
We know the
and
story,
it's shitty.
but
It
I
could
think
be
that
fun.
made it worse.
It made it so unbelievably worse.
And so much so that I think we all have an addendum to make.
Yes,
Yep,
I
we do.
genuinely believe so. We said with our whole chest that The Happening was an F tier.
It's not.
No, you know what? We need to create a new tier. So that was F. This needs to be Z minus minus.
I think it's 7 tier. We're past alphabet. It's
we're
it's
in
in
numbers
numeric.
now. The twist was that this is fucking unwatchable.
Yeah, that's the
it's
twist.
so bad. They pronounce names wrong.
Iro, Ang, Soka.
General Iro, I've been keeping a secret.
My name is Ang.
My people are dying, Soka.
It would be different if it was a book,
Or it's subtitled or
but
something.
it is a show in English.
That's Uncle Iro.
Ang? Sokka!
It's not even in another language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just choose to do things differently for seemingly pointless reasons, and it makes everything worse.
And what we were saying, they felt the need to like make it different, hamstringed by it has to be like real world. Like in that era, The Dark Knight and Batman Begins had already come out, so things were like, oh, let's set Batman in a real world. Let's bring in like real human culture to this show. And like that can be done, but it's just, it doesn't feel like they had anything other than pronouncing it differently and
ruining the bending.
Ruining the bending.
giving him a realistic tattoo,
Yeah,
not
tattoo's
giving fucking
awful.
Zuko a burn.
A scar.
Can we just circle jerk the bending for half a second?
So guys, listen to me when I say how it exists in this universe. It's the weakest weapon you could pick.
Yeah.
Going up to them,
Absolutely.
fisticuffs is more effective.
The classic thing that I feel like a lot of people have seen now at this point of the 4 fucking earthbenders doing this stomp the yard bullshit.
For one rock.
For one rock.
It's everything that's wrong with live action adaptations. They butcher the story, it's rushed to shit until they get to the water temple, and then it fucking slows to a grinding halt.
Zero character development
None.
for the first hour and 20 minutes.
for
and then
who?
the last 40 minutes makes you feel like you have aged for years.
Don't make stuff like this because you're going to make it to try to make it for an audience that hasn't watched it, and they're gonna see something that's bad and be like, I don't want to
rest
do
of the
this.
show
And then
sucks.
you're gonna also alienate the people that like watched the original thing, that they're gonna be like, you did a bad job on the
Right.
thing. So it's like for no
Who's this for?
two. Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason the animation in Avatar: The Last Airbender works so well is because it's
excitement,
drawn
there's
and there's
joy.
impact in
There
the
is
in
impact
the
and
bending.
force,
Also,
and
in
it's
this
quick.
universe, they make it so fire has to be present in order to use firebending. So all you have to do is just have a village that has no torches in it,
Right. Yeah.
and you can fucking overwhelm them so
Absolutely.
easily. The air temple fight should have been over in 10 seconds.
You just blow out the flames. It's an example, I want to say, tying it into just M. Night in general, because it is the Shyamalamathon. It screams ego. It does to me. It screams ego because it screams that he has to be Hollywood's special little boy.
It's the
He
thing.
has to make
It's-
everything different. His Mr. written, directed by M. Night,
Yeah,
all
it's a
that
bummer.
shit.
My God.
It's a jerk off sesh. He almost like takes on the challenge of making things different, of choosing completely unknown actors and actresses
That are bad.
The dude from Twilight had more range as an ex-Confederate soldier than he did as this like wide-eyed. He looks like a vampire in this movie.
For the love of
man.
God, if you haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, watch the
just watch the
show.
show.
It's a top 10, top 5 show. Stay away from this movie. It's not fun bad. It's
No,
fucking
it's just-
horrible.
it's just boring.
It's bad.
It's just
It's
boring.
bad.
And one of the strengths of the show is the unbelievable characterization of
Yeah.
each character
Zuko,
and
man.
their beautiful arc. He clearly didn't watch this fucking show.
We're fucking done. This is negative 43
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
I'm not even putting it on the list. I'm bending this title out of this list.
But it goes really
Sorry,
slow.
yeah, it's still moving, actually.
still
Yeah,
going off
shit.
screen.
Okay.
It's still
There
moving.
it
It's
is.
still
Oh,
moving.
there you go.
It's
And it's gone.
There you go.
Okay, cool.
We're done. Fuck this
We're gonna
movie.
watch After Earth.
After Earth.
I just can't wait to see Jaden
Oh my
Smith.
God! Like, can we talk about like the political and economic state of the world right now?
And Will Smith.
Even though I'm an action star, sometimes I'ma act bizarre.
See you guys after Earth.
See you guys at like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, fuck
Are we having
you.
fun, guys?
Hey guys, it's us again.
It's 5:27 a.m.
And no. Just no.
Kadai.
Katai.
I'm gonna kadai. That's how I feel.
Will Smith, stick to slapping comedians at the Oscars because this fucking sucks. It's War of the Worlds with Ice Cube,
Terrible.
but
Right.
Will Smith is talking to Jaden Smith, who's running around Earth.
Terrible.
A movie that exists through Skype.
You can't have emotions, and emotions are bad.
Especially
and
in a
fear.
dramatic role.
Yeah, acting is about being a shell.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not relatable at all.
Read what you're gonna say, and then I've just got the most scathing review.
A crash landing leaves Kitai. Rage.
The last time I will
and
ever
his
hear
father,
that name.
Cypher. I feel like Cypher is a name that would be in the Sonic universe.
It's a gamer tag. It's a gamer tag.
The crazy thing is Cypher is a character from the Matrix, and he was almost Neo from in the Matrix.
Something tells
So I
me that
think
Will Smith doesn't let go easy.
Yeah.
A crash landing leaves Kitai Rage and his father Cypher stranded on Earth A millennium after events forced humanity's escape. With Cypher injured, Katai must embark on a perilous journey to signal for help.
They say his name so many times.
Katai.
Okay, for real, I need you to not say that name ever
Katai.
again. I can't hear it. The craziest thing is that Will Smith is one of Hollywood's most charismatic actors.
Right.
And this whole movie hinges upon him doing nothing.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
It's bad.
Also, apparently, according to IMDb, this more or less was a vanity project for him. He has a story by credit, but also like basically ghost directed the movie. So Shyamalan, you're still on the hook, but Will Smith, bad times, man.
So the story was by Will Smith, but the screenplay was credited to Shyamalan, one other guy, and he directed it. We have to start talking about this movie. But I can just see all of the red in your eyes.
I'm like,
Oh my God.
Do we have to? I was awake before this put me. I didn't fall asleep, but it was.
We have
close.
to talk about this movie. So essentially, the basis, the mouthfeel, if you will, of this movie is a soggy, spongy burger with no condiments on it, no flavoring, no spices, with a little bit of dressing, and that dressing was the most unintelligible, bullshit, shoehorned in accent.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That
We have
just
to talk about
buttered
that.
up the entire movie.
The founding of the United Ranger Corps 1,000 years ago was a global military effort, an evacuation of Earth. The Rangers would lead the settlement of mankind's new home, Nova Prime.
It is simultaneously Louisiana Bayou,
South African,
half British, and
It's
then
horrible.
half normal fucking Americana.
You hear them talk, and it takes you immediately out of the movie. It's
Yeah.
every character too. It's
It
not
is-
like one person. It's
That is
everyone in the movie.
24 kilometers in the East Katai.
The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future. It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist.
It genuinely feels like Will Smith had an idea. He gets into the office with the money men and he's like, listen, guys, it's a future movie, right? You know how humanity evolves? Weird accent.
Weird accent, no emotion.
People.
Weird accent, no emotion, because the aliens, so there's creatures on Earth that have evolved to kill humans, and then there's aliens that are in the new planet they went to that they learned track fear. So Will Smith's whole
Pheromones,
character is like, take a knee for the 5th time in this movie.
Take a knee. Root yourself in this present moment.
Experience tranquility.
Ground yourself.
Tim Tebow's dad.
Yeah.
He does what's called ghosting, where
Right,
he
which is-
has no fear. So the
doesn't text the
Ursa,
alien
which
back.
are the bad aliens,
Alien.
can't see him. So the whole movie's about taking an Ursa to another planet that then
Right.
turns out to be Earth, because I think they crash land on it
Right.
to train people to do ghosting. It's so convoluted.
And if this isn't making sense to you, it's because the movie doesn't make
And it's
sense.
not because it's 5 a.m. and we're exhausted. They genetically engineer these fucking giant human-killing monsters, right? They don't genetically engineer them to have eyes.
Let's fucking move on
Yeah.
from this goddamn movie.
It is a 2-person cast where one of the people is a child
No, Dad. I can do it.
and the other person is sitting in a chair, and it's his character that he is emotionless.
And not even like Vulcan from Star Trek, where they're emotionless in
Right.
like an interesting way. It's like,
No.
I have to be boring.
Yeah. F.
Yeah, F.
That's an F.
That is a
fat
fat
for me.
F. I still think Happening is in D. This is F. Because
I
again,
agree.
at least
This is fat
the
F.
Happening is fun. It's
Awful.
It's just so
Guys,
boring.
better than Avatar.
The Last Airbender.
Better
Yes,
than
better
Avatar.
than
Yes.
the last
Better
Airbender,
than The
yeah.
Last Airbender.
Next, we got The Visit.
I don't know what this is about.
We'll see you after that at like 6:30 in the morning.
Yay, guys. Aren't we so happy right now? Come on. We're having so much fun. We're going to go visit. I actually, It's blank up there. I don't have anything. I don't have anything.
What's up, guys? It's 7:14 a.m.
We have been doing this for 15 hours.
I just have like one quick question. Like, would you guys just like get inside my oven and clean it?
Would you mind getting inside the oven to clean it?
We just watched The Visit.
It was
so
like
good.
Beelining the Celsius that we drank earlier.
After Earth, I needed something to wake me the fuck up. I was asleep sitting up in the last recording.
It was the classic found footage horror fest.
I'm glad we chose this because it just like picked us right the fuck back up.
I didn't think I would be saying this around this time. That was a great movie.
Yeah.
I
It
know.
was very good.
So The Visit, two siblings become increasingly frightened by their grandparents' disturbing behavior while visiting them on vacation.
Grandparents should have like a silly little asterisk over
Yeah,
it.
right.
Spoiler, sorry.
The real reason I wanted to push for this movie, I hadn't seen it before. None of us had seen this movie. This is the
Yeah, this
only
is the first time I saw
the
it.
only one none of us had seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had any of us seen After Earth?
You said you did.
I think I did.
Yeah, you said you
It
did.
was
dude.
so not memorable.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you either way.
He, as we just experienced, had a run of dog shit movies, just like a bunch of stinkers back to back. And Shyamalan himself, wanted to feel scared about making a movie. He wanted skin in the game because he got too high in his own supply. He was resting on his laurels. He took a mortgage out on his home. If this movie failed, he'd be fucked. He'd have to answer to his wife. Not
The
just the
old ball
studio,
and
the old
chain.
ball and chain. He made this movie for $5 million and
Cheap.
tried to make it bare bones back to the Shyamalan of the olden days.
Right.
And I think it paid the fuck off.
If that teaches us anything, it's that most gamblers quit just before they hit big.
Well, that's true.
What'd you guys like about the movie?
Genuinely scary.
I don't like old people.
I
So
don't,
this
yeah.
is perfect for me. Get your wrinkly asses away from me.
I'm like a real sucker for like a claustrophobic found footage horror. And on top of that, like I turned to Wyatt when the twist hits and I
Yeah.
was like, that's a twist.
Becca, Tyler babies. I need you to listen to me very carefully. Those aren't your grandparents.
The twist being that the grandparents are not really the grandparents. They escaped a psychiatric
Yeah, they're
ward.
like mental patients.
The kids visiting their so-called grandparents, they're estranged.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the
Right.
reason that the kids don't know what their grandparents look like or how they act or
They've
anything is
never
because
met.
they've never met
Yeah.
them. In the beginning, at least, what they do really well is they ease into some of the horror elements, some of the
Yeah.
scarier things.
Hefty.
Hey, they can sort of write them off
Right.
as
As
like
kooky
old
old
people.
people.
Kooky old
things.
people stuff. Like she's sundowning.
The guy is like shitting in an adult diaper and hiding them because he's like
ashamed. He
I can
actually might
understand
still be. That might be true.
That might just be true.
It was. That's what was
Yeah.
happening. I have never been more old people crawling. It's so much crawling.
I've never been so sure I'm putting both of my parents in a home when they are of age.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Get them out of my sight.
Yep.
Get your problems away from me.
It did a really good job at establishing that something's wrong because we said at the beginning of the movie, for all of his faults,
There are
He has
plentiful.
only a couple.
at least at this point in his career, after
Yeah.
all
Right.
these years, he knows what the expectations are. He really toys with in a kind of like situation where you are flip-flopping between writing it off or being like, holy shit, is this like a demon thing?
I also think they did some humor stuff pretty well, which was
Funny
fun.
movie.
And it wasn't actually annoying, which is most of the
Yeah.
humor in his other movies.
I think it was a pretty believable reason to be filming while you're with your grandparents. The kids are making a documentary on
For their mom, to heal their family.
Thus creates like a Paranormal Activity style. They're filming around a little, it's classic jump scare shit.
Good
It
way.
felt like a nostalgic horror movie. I always hated horror movies, but like this felt like the era of go to the theater and go, ah!
I also like that the little kid raps. That's pretty
That's
funny.
great.
Yeah.
I may be 13, may not live in the hood, may not carry no chrome, may not be allowed a cell phone at dinner.
There are some cringy dad millennial lines in there
Where you
for
can
sure.
tell M. Night is writing for a kid.
Also, when the grandma spits out a bunch of cookies or whatever and yells, Yahtzee!
That's great. I loved that.
That was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
She was
Hot.
She's kind of bad.
Okay, we were
kind of
saying
bad.
would.
Hot.
Maybe I'm glad you're not my real grandma, if you know what I'm saying.
This is one really weird preamble to a porno.
Great performances across the board. I think I'm gonna give it an S. And this, you know, it's 7:15. We've been watching 15 hours of it.
We feel crazy.
I'm confident in just dropping an S.
I'd say A to B. I think it was really good. I feel like though you can kind of look at it through a lens of like we just watched 3 horrible movies before this, so this is gonna feel amazing.
The ranking system is within
For
Shyamalan
sure. That's
movies,
why I
right?
think A.
It's not
I don't think it's
comparing to
Sixth
other
Sense
people.
level, but I think it's good.
I think it actually does things a little better.
I'm keeping it S.
Than Sixth Sense. I would say S tier, marginally under Sixth Sense.
Sure. I'll just say that this movie is underrated at the very least.
I think it's
underrated. The reason why I think it brings it down slightly for me from S is there were some things I wish they did do. Like I kind of didn't like that the oven thing never paid off.
Yeah.
There was stuff like that where I was a little
there could
like,
have been like a real solid scare.
That and also revealing the shotgun. I was expecting him to go and come back with a gun or something.
Right.
Yeah. I
missed
feel
opportunity.
like they missed opportunities, but I think it was good.
And also the well.
I was expecting Bones to come up or
Bones,
something
or
out
like
of the well.
at least there's like a neighbor that comes and visits them and they see them get into an altercation.
She knows they're imposters.
And then in the end they hanged her, but it's like, dude, you're telling me a fucking geriatric ass, like he's pretty strong, but like an old person fucking pulled that lady up a fucking tree. She's got to go in the well. Regardless, it was really good. Look, the real horror was how my body feels right now.
Yeah, true.
So maybe the jump scares were hitting me like 4 times harder.
Because your brain doesn't like see it coming as well. A, S.
S below
Yeah,
Sixth Sense.
same.
Ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna be watching Old. We
With
have all
his
seen
best
this.
work.
We'll explain some things behind why this movie kind of holds a deeper place
And
in all
why
of our
it's our
hearts.
anchor.
We will be back later after that.
I feel like when we go to that beach and we watch it happen, we are going to age at the rate that the other people age.
First off, we fucking did it. We're done. We did it.
I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of
It
us.
is 9:16 in the morning.
Oh my god.
So what did we start at?
We probably started around
5:30.
5:30. Yeah.
We just finished Old.
And I feel like it. We go down to the basement, one person, and we come out a 50-year-old man who is really a 6-year-old
Right.
boy.
Yeah, and
who
then
is not a virgin anymore.
Yeah,
Who
who
sees
has
dead
sex,
people.
and it is cool and hot and not weird that they're both really
Totally
like
not
children
weird.
in adult bodies. It's cool and artistic.
I feel like a spindly old lady with brittle bone syndrome.
Also, Gal Gadot's there, and she's sick.
Did you know that Gal Gadot is the main character?
She's cool.
Kal-El.
Kal-El,
You're
no.
aging in front of my eyes.
Folks who weren't here, they're saying Vicky Creeps, who plays the mom, sounds like Gal Gadot.
She's just
She does.
as flat
wooden,
Stanley.
a little wooden.
Yeah, let me read the plot.
You go to a beach that
Beach
makes
make you old?
Beach make old.
Wyatt do.
Go in young.
Go in young, come out.
Come
Yeah.
out old.
I don't think
And
you
that's
need that.
it.
I think
And that
that's
is the
it.
movie.
Yeah, that's it.
Also, Shyamalan be peeping.
So,
He's
Shyamalan
peeping.
is a bit of a
The man
peeper.
is-
That's
the
a
man
good
is searching
point.
that beach
He be
for some
peeping.
action.
He be peeping and to try to work on, for Big Pharma.
Yeah.
For Big Pharma,
It
and,
is.
but
He really
maybe
is.
for a good cause. I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's watching 8-year-olds fuck. It's not a good cause.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
okay. That's
Sorry.
but that's just the
But
perks of
it's
the
for
job for
science.
him. That's his
But
thing.
it's for
For
science.
The science tells me that it's unnatural.
We've all seen this movie multiple times.
3
at this
times.
Point.
Our fucking
Also-
minds are mush.
The reason we wanted to end with this movie was because we considered making a movie podcast
We
like
have
years
history.
ago after seeing this movie.
We
Yeah.
recorded a
Meandering.
like a very
Is
meandering
a word
and
I would
boring
use.
pilot for a podcast.
Directionless pilot?
Yeah.
And we realized that 3 white guys talking about film in a directionless way, maybe the world doesn't need that anymore.
Yeah. We have enough nonsense with just the channel.
Just like the world didn't need this movie.
For the purpose of the beach, as we kind of alluded to, Big Pharma's using this beach in order to like test drugs because people
Over
age
an
quickly.
age of a
Yeah,
lifetime
so you can
in a
feed
day.
them a drug secretly and then age them 30 years and see how it affected them.
What we talked about in that meandering pilot we did, like, great concept.
Yeah,
Such a good
it's
concept.
so
Brilliant.
Good
And,
enough
like,
for all of us to get together and be like, we're all seeing this in theaters.
Yes. Nick and I saw it a second time so we could take notes
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
an Wyatt read the graphic novel it's based on.
Yeah, and we did not realize how much of a batshit fucking crazy ride
Yeah.
this movie is. The dialogue sounds like aliens who have listened to like radio signals from across the world.
Gal Gadot
made
is
a
the
script.
most noticeable,
Yeah.
but they're all pretty bad.
And the funny thing is, in Wonder Woman, she's a museum operator.
Really?
She is.
Oh my
She
god.
works at a museum.
She works at a
Guys,
museum
is
in this
going
movie.
to make sense to people?
Probably not.
We were making jokes because Gal Gadot, enough champagne to fill the Nile. She's getting dragged like
She
crazy
talks like
'cause she's
that the whole
fucking
time.
flat.
Vicky
This
Creeps
woman,
talks like Gal Gadot.
from the first scene we said this.
Us at the altar, who's speaking ready to be.
Sing it, girl.
Sing it, girl.
Sing it, girl.
Sing it, girl.
I'm a museum curator. I know exactly why bones get old in 10
I tell you
months.
this so you can trust. So you can trust
I
me.
tell you this so
Right.
you can trust me.
I
that
guess-
I'm a museum
I guess-
curator.
I
I'm not
guess-
crazy.
You don't know me. I curate exhibits for museums. I'm telling you this because I want you to trust me and not think I'm being hysterical when I say there's something very wrong with my child.
He seems fine to me. He's playing with my daughter.
I guess she's saying that because you have to have some level of credibility, some level of esteem to do
But
that.
you can say that with like
But
almost
it's still
any job.
kind of nonsense.
Things you like, things you don't.
Yeah,
You can
I
start.
think the movie, it goes fucking bonkers. I think it looks great. Huge shout out to Ken Leung as Jaren.
Who are you?
I'm Jaren!
Something is going on with time on this beach.
You must have gone unconscious swimming. I don't know where you've been.
Jaren.
He holds
Best
the
character.
Jaren has-
movie together with his
he is
Herculean
so-
strength.
He is so
Jaren is
flat.
our boy.
He's terrible, but
He
in
also
the
gets
best
so
way.
mad
when people
at
don't know his
call
name.
him Jared or
And he's
Jaren.
like, it's
He's like,
Jaren.
it's Jared.
Punch in right here where I have a tattoo that says, it's Jaren, by the way.
Yes, the first time he introduces himself, he says,
I'm a nurse. My name is Jaren.
I'm a nurse. My name is Jaren. While his wife is having a seizure. As the seizure stalls, he says,
Jack, I think if you just leave her lying here for a while, put something under her head, I think she'll be fine.
Thank you, doctor. It's Jaren, by the way.
it's Jaren, by the way, in case you forgot.
Jaren has my favorite death in the entire
Right.
movie.
He forgot to bring his water wings.
They go to the beach. They're stuck there. Like when they try to leave, they black out and fall back on the beach.
Yep.
So they can't leave once they go
Right.
through. So they're all trying to figure out ways to get out. But Jaren says he's a swimmer and is like, I'm going to swim and get us help.
He has the most impressive dad bod.
We're all like, I mean, Jaren's saying he's a swimmer.
So,
he's our
yeah.
fucking guy.
I was on the swim team. I'll make it.
It cuts to the water and it could not be more rough.
Yeah,
where
right.
he would need to go.
It's like a nightmare.
He's also been aging
Right.
this entire
So
time.
he's at this
he
point,
says
like,
he's a good swimmer. He
65.
said he was like a high school swimmer.
He hasn't swum in 40 years.
Yeah, and-
swam? I don't know.
He's like, I'm gonna go get help, and then just runs in the water and starts swimming. And
Yeah.
then 10 minutes pass, and a different character's in the water, and he's
just
floating
bottom
next to
up,
her. My
man's
man
float.
didn't last 7
He
minutes.
tried. You know,
swimming.
I think he probably could have did better if he had experience as a museum curator.
That's fair.
True.
That's
I
fair.
think he probably would have
the
had more
credibility you need.
experience.
Well, also mid-sized sedan, our boy,
Oh, yeah.
our other boy. Nobody hotter than Aaron Pierre as mid-sized sedans. Those fucking cannons on his arms.
That's his rapper
Damn.
name, though. Mid-sized sedan.
What's your name?
Mid-sized sedan.
And gotta hand it to M. Night's first black character. I've seen him write into one of his movies. The first line is, "Oh damn."
Oh damn.
Oh, damn.
His name is Mid-Size Sedan, and he says "damn."
A lot.
Oh yeah. What's the damn count on this?
At his first line, when he sees a dead body,
Of a girl he was banging.
he just says,
Oh, damn.
when he tries to leave and then blacks out and then wakes up again, he says,
Damn. How'd we get here?
Damn.
how did we get here? And then when he found the bones
of the
girl who he was originally with that is now decomposed at a rapid rate. When he found the bones, he says, "Damn," again. and then he dies.
Yeah. He's the best character. No, Jaren, and then
Jaren and mid-sized sedan.
Just under mid-sized sedan.
Kind of creepily putting his hands on the 11-year-old girl.
Anime Rules is canonically 511.
We find out she has aged.
Yes.
Because M. Night won't get the camera off her fucking shithouse.
Yeah. So it
He
looks
will
weird.
not
I don't
stop-
co-sign
he
that
will not
word.
stop filming her ass. That's the way
better.
we find out they age.
Yeah, the
This
weird.
is an 11-year-old girl.
That's probably the most questionable
It's
point
really
of the
weird.
movie. That and the fact that two of the youngest kids there,
The two youngest kids.
their age and have sex,
I don't feel the same. It's like my mind is changing too.
and then the youngest one is then pregnant,
Right.
has a baby, and then the baby instantly
Within
dies.
5 minutes. We put it on the blanket for a minute, and she's like in shock. She said, "It died from lack of attention." I feel like that
Yeah.
baby every day
So
of my
please
life.
give us your attention
Yes.
by telling friends to like and subscribe.
I liked there's a character that's like very vain, all about her appearance, and she has a bone density.
She's a
thing.
calcium deficiency.
Right.
Deficiency.
So is it really calcium rich or just a catchy name?
She basically turns into this really fucked up monster.
Yeah.
Because her limbs are breaking and then
Healing
So
immediately.
they're
Right.
all out of place and fucked up.
Right.
She
That
looks like
is
she's
super
been-
cool.
yeah.
And the thing that pisses me off about this movie the most is they needed more of that.
More visual motifs that follow that, yes.
A lot of the deaths are just like, I got old and died.
Or off screen.
Or I died off screen.
What happened to the dog?
Oh, the dog just died.
Did we see it happen?
No, they just
No.
say the dog's
Dog's dead. Awesome. Thanks for letting us know.
The runner-up death for me is the Rust death.
That's
Yeah,
great.
that
death.
was sick.
Someone
Solid
get the dementia doctor gets tetanus in his arm, gets scratched with a rusty knife, and the tetanus then spreads really quickly, and he dies. That's something I wish more. I mean, the movie is not a good movie. It's fun.
I would not
think it's
call it a
fun.
good movie.
If you're going in to be genuinely scared or anything, you will be disappointed.
You're gonna laugh.
You're gonna laugh at
A
it.
lot.
Yeah.
Because it's a bug nuts movie. It's a great movie to get your friends together with.
Yeah.
And drink.
better than The Happening. Can we agree? Because at least
Yeah,
things
it's
better.
better.
It's
better
it
than
is.
The
It's
Happening.
better. But for me, I'm thinking, how would you feel if you called your aunt and you were a 50-year-old man with the mental state of a 6-year-old boy?
So what is?
We're not doing an outro.
Yeah.
That's the fucking end. That's the end of the whole video.
A tier.
That is the last line.
How would you feel if a 50-year-old man called and told you he was your 6-year-old nephew?
And then it cuts to the guy who he said it to, and he's like, "Yeah,
Right.
probably pretty
That
weird."
is pretty crazy. It's not like this whole event would make me rethink like the laws of physics
Yeah, right.
and
Right.
religion and everything that goes
It's
into
also,
everything.
in general, like my brain would be shattered
Yeah.
from going from being a 6-year-old to having a child, losing a child, seeing both my parents die.
Not just having a child.
Your celebrity
laid.
mom, Gal Gadot, dies.
yeah, Gal
and
Gadot
you get laid
loses
for the
her
first
hero.
time.
I'm saying get
and have
laid.
a
Let's
kid
not-
that dies instantly. We were saying at the end, the people that survived, their lives are still ruined.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
they're the two siblings that were 11 and 6 at the beginning. They're now like in their 50s. So do they just go back to elementary school?
They can't get a job.
It's like Billy Madison style.
Yeah, Billy Madison.
Right,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
They can't even do their times tables. I think
I'm giving it
for
an A.
as much as I
got a
hate
soft
this
spot.
movie, I do have a hefty soft spot for it. It is literally the movie that spurred us to make this video. Because you were so staunch that he is a good director, and I am so staunch that he made such a piece of garbage that I can't imagine he could possibly
Yeah.
make anything good.
And in the end, we're kind of both right.
Isn't that something beautiful? I
Rating,
think
sorry.
B. Above Signs. I'm not going to put it at A.
I've got such a soft spot for this movie. I still genuinely like it, just minus even the nostalgia. I give it an A. I think it's like a totemic part of his filmography. It's not like the same quality as the really great ones. It's a calling card for him. If you think of Shyamalan, I think you could put Old in there, like with Signs and that, just as like a recognizable
That I
film.
think is a stretch, but I respect your opinion.
That's fair.
I don't think that needs to be like a mark of quality. I think that it's just like firmly in his canon.
I
You know
think
what
really
mean?
people think first after Earth, though.
I'm gonna put this at C, but above Signs. So
Yeah,
it's still
it's better than Signs.
Yeah, it's a
We
better
can
movie
all
than
agree
Signs,
on that.
but it's still not good.
Yeah. Guys, I had so much fun tonight.
I did too, dude.
I had a great
I'm
night
dying.
of
Tonight
M.
and
Night.
this morning.
Yeah.
The Shyamalan-a-thon
Has come to an end.
Has come to an end.
Yeah, and I can finally take out my Shyamalan thong that I put on
there you
special
go.
for this video.
Yeah, but thank you. If you guys have made it this far, which if you have, bravo to you as well, because this is probably going to be very long.
Guys, thank you so much for having me.
Dude, of course.
It's been
Thanks
so
for,
long.
You made it. You made it through,
Yeah,
too.
Thank
got
you.
it.
Yeah.
This was
job.
all of our ideas, but this was something that I've been wanting to do for a very long time.
Yeah, buddy.
The only thing, it's now over, but go back and listen to The Boardroom, wherever
Dang
you get your
right.
podcasts.
It's a great re-listen.
Come hang out with me and Kyle and Jordan from years ago. And you guys have
Oh, a
both
few
been on
episodes too, yeah.
Dang right.
episodes together and alone.
If you subscribe, we shout out our new subs at the end of every video. So here they are. If you like streaming, we do that Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch.
And if you'd like to talk about movies like this with us, then join our Discord. We have such great discourse
On the Discord.
Discord.
Yeah.
About shit like this.
All right, guys. We're going to go to sleep. So good morning to you.
What's
We're
going to
done.
happen is we're going to try to go out those doors, and then our heads
Yeah,
are
we're
going to
gonna-
go crazy, and then we're going to wake up back in the basement.
And we'll
Oh
be
my
older.
God.
Yeah.
Do not say that.
Yeah.
I'm now genuinely scared that that's
Don't
what's
wanna-
going to
I almost don't want to let it go. Kind of like Shyamalan with the twist thing.